So if you ask me in a single slide, why would I want to join Crowd1? Then guys, this would be the summary that I will come up with. So we're almost 7.5 million people. Surely those people can't all be wrong in 200 countries. Jonas Werner, the founder of Crowd1, reported a few weeks ago that from the website traffic monitoring, the rankings, we were sitting in position 4,135. In 4 weeks thereafter, we went to position 761. Guys, we've passed people like they were standing still. Now, ironically, we even passed the company hotels.com. And if you go and look at life trends, you'll see that hotels.com is one of the big online travel agents. We've passed them just as Crowd1's website is more active than them. However, we are only a few positions behind Spotify and Alibaba. Folks, these are monster companies. They don't get bigger than this. We are busy passing them, with or without you or me or this country or whatever other country you can think of. Now, guys, we are not only breaking every record, we are smashing every record on the planet. It took Facebook a year to get to 1 million people. It took Crowd1 literally 6 months, thanks to South Africa. Now, George sitting here online, he's part of that solution that brought the whole business to Africa. Now, we're a 100% mobile business, and that's why the business is exploding like this during the worst economy in the world, with all these benchmarks already put down. We've only got a once-off joining fee, no monthly fees to pay, and hallelujah, no products to sell. Now, what can be better getting people into a business that they love doing? It's called a desired purchase. We don't do grudge purchases here, guys. It's as simple as that. So the long and short, just be patient, guys. Johan is on his way. So the long and short, if you and I can do, hello, Johan.
Yes,
hello,
hi,
George.
how are you all doing?
Hi, guys. Good to have you on board.
Thank you all. It's good to be on board. It's good to be online with all you guys. And
just a heads up, it's not that there's only 3 of us on the call, you, me, and George. We actually stream it out on YouTube. So there's over 1,000 people sitting listening to you now, Johan.
Okay,
George, over
perfect.
to you.
Good. So it's great to have you all online, all on board. And it's great that we're finally releasing more and more products. We released a couple of local products, as you know, on the 4th for South Africa and Kenya, which are great, both physical and digital. And most importantly, we released our Life Trends travel product, which is fantastic. And, you know, the results so far, the amount of people that has signed up is incredible. So we're feeling incredibly positive. And as you know, my job is to fill this library, as I call it, to create a Spotify for digital products for you guys. And that's what I'm working on and putting all my time and effort into. And then everybody out there has to take these products and start selling them and making a profit on them and showing people around that this is what we want and this is how we want to live our lives as entrepreneurs and sellers of these products. And we'll make sure that you will make a lot of money. You know, I'm working day and night, and as everybody else, trying to really achieve this and make this really good. And I think Life Trends, the traveling product that we have, is fantastic, but it's just the first out of a number of different products that we don't have, and we'll find something that suits every one of your experiences, interests, educations, and whatever. So just be patient, be with us for the long term, work hard, and commit yourself to work hard and passionately about this for every product that will come out there. Because it's important that we show suppliers of products that we can sell and that can live up to this, so that we can find more and more products and become more and more successful, making you more and more money. So this is a teamwork between us finding the products, between you selling them, and between the companies that will supply us with them, which will be dependent on your success. So we're all in this together. We all need the same success for the same reasons, and we all need to work really hard, passionate and committed, and long term.
Well, thank you for being here, Johan. I know you just came from a meeting, and we are really, really happy that you came. I just was listening to an amazing presentation from Mr. Derick. Really one of the best presentation I've heard. I'm really glad to be here. Thank you very much, Derick. And thank you, Johan, that you have to find time to join us, because I know you're busy. You are 24 hours working for Find the Products for us. And we have no doubt that we will succeed. Well, we are succeeding. If you see what we are, this amazing product, what is there, and everything what's in the pipeline, the future is bright, like you always say. I have no doubt. And I wish that the people can see and feel the passion what this company have for the whole Crowd1, what we are doing.
I totally agree with you, George. I mean, I wish people could really feel the excitement that we're feeling here of what we're doing and what we're achieving, and how we actually are something completely new to the world that's never been seen before. The beauty of a digital product is that there is so much discounts that can be given out to the end consumer, and yet have large commissions to be paid out to salespeople. So there is such great opportunity to create something completely new. And that will be more important than just creating a lot of jobs for you guys, a lot of revenues and income. It will actually supply your countries where you're working with technology that would normally have to wait for 10, 15 years, which in the long run would increase the productivity and efficiency and profits of the whole country and nation. So, you know, we really, really believe that we're on one of the most important companies that's ever come up, because if we succeed, and we can only be successful and succeed if you work hard and passionate and committed, and if you really want us to find the products, and when we do, you really commit to try and sell them and leverage on them. But if we do this together, we will be fantastically important for the countries you're in, as well as for you and your families, and for the entrepreneurs whose products we will be selling. So, you know, I just love the whole idea of what we're creating, and but we cannot do this without you. You need us to find the products, and we need the success of your work to attract the entrepreneurs with their products. So, you know, it's a teamwork, it's a team effort. It will take time. It's not going to happen over a weekend. We need to be passionate, committed, work hard, and resilient. And if we do, there's going to be a lot of money to be made for everybody, and a lot of success, and a lot of, you know, we'll have a lot of fun and doing really, really good, and participating in a company that will be important, very important to the regions where you're present. So, you know, I love this, and I am, you know, we're here for the long time. So let's keep together.
Johan, can you please give the people an advice? And the reason that why I'm asking it is in the following. I know this team very well. We have worked since very, very early with Mrs. Hanley, Ms. Derick, and that kind, and it's really amazing people. But South Africa is furnished with a bad press at the last time. We know how to handle it, and we know that the bad press is just in form of attention. It's for me a compliment. That means we are now in the picture, they're taking us serious. But please give an advice how they can handle it, what they can do about it. We know what we are doing, but maybe you can give an advice.
You know, we're working with the regulators, and we're lawyers, and we're trying to communicate and integrate with them to show them what is different between us and companies that have been doing things similar to this before, who's given the industry a bad reputation. We're trying to make them to understand that, you know, because South Africa was the first country where we really started taking off, the amount of you know, the amount of people that you have there, and the profits that they will make from sales being made all over the world, as long as they continue to upgrade and you know, there's going to be international cash flowing into South Africa in a way that South Africa has never seen before. And, you know, this is going to be very important. I mean, I'm not exaggerating, but we're 1 million people in South Africa. That is fantastic. And, you know, the longer we grow, as we go more and more, they used to be called owner rights. So right now, it's just skipped my mind. What we call them? We call them
Crowd1 rewards.
Yeah, exactly. Crowd1 rewards. As long as they upgrade and claim the rewards, it's mean they're going to have a larger commission than everybody else in the world for a long run, which means that all sales done all over the world is going to, you know, generate revenue to South Africa. So the South African government needs to understand what it is we're doing, why this is important. We're actually creating new jobs. We're making customer acquisition costs that, if the software even were presented in the South African market, which they normally aren't, that money would be gone to Silicon Valley or to Facebook or Google. Now they're being paid out locally as sales commissions. but also revenues from all the other countries where we are. And also, you know, these software that we're going to have going forward are software that they normally would have to wait 10, 15, 20 years for. So, you know, we are extremely important for South Africa or Philippines or any other country that's taking on here. And you know, 10, 15 different ways of looking on it. But we need to prove to them that we're not a scam, that we're not a Ponzi, that we're not a pyramid scheme. You know, we need to, from our side, we need to supply them with products, which we are. From your side, you need to show that we're selling these products and making a profit on them, and that the people are really, you know, digging into not just trying to get more members in, but actually trying to get the products out to make a profit from. Because as we do, as we prove to them that we are a serious, long-term, resilient, compliant, transparent company, they're going to go from being suspicious to loving us. And when they start loving us, more and more people will join, and you know, more and more products will come in, and more profits will be giving out to the network. So this is a long-term perspective where we need to convince and prove our quality and our ambitions to the legislation, the politicians and journalists who are skeptic about what we're doing. But we know that we're good. We know that our intentions are sincere, that our ambitions are sincere, that we're working hard to make this happen. And you need to do the same thing. And you need to just be proud of what we're doing, and just show them also that, yes, we are selling these products that are giving out, and we are making this a long-term project, and, you know, revitalize everybody who's given up over the last half a year, and get them in there, get everybody up there, and get participating in this, because this is really, really important stuff.
What I want to do is invite everybody to watch again your how you call it, speech, what you have done in the event. We have the dinner the day before the event, and you told me tomorrow I will give the most important speech what I have given in my life. And still, if I remember and I listen to that one, I still get goosebumps. The power what you sent, and how you challenge everybody. Look at us. We are here, and we are here to stay, and nobody will move us. And I hope that the people get this message, because it was so powerful. And if you haven't seen it, haven't heard it, go to the back office and watch it again, please. It was amazing, and it's grown. And I think these words say more than enough about what we are, what we're doing. The job was Mr. Johan Staël from Holstein is doing here. And it feels me really proud when I was listening, and I was there live when he was doing it. And it was giving me goosebumps, and I said, wow, this is really, really great. This is a company where every single person in this one stands 100% for the course what we are doing, and it's it's marvelous. It's part of it.
Yeah, I agree. And you know, we need legislators and journalists to see this, but we also need them to believe it, not just to hear my words. They need to see that we do it. They need to see the commitment and passion that everybody involved in this project feels, and we need to deliver. And as we do, people will start, you know, raising their eyebrows and going, my God, we should have been in. We want to be in now. We're going to make this happen. And we're going to be of major importance in every market where we're present. It's going to take us time, but, you know, we're persistent, we're resilient, we are committed, we are passionate about this, and we're going to make this happen, and we're going to make it together with you. We have to do it. We couldn't do it without you. So, you know, we need to stick together. We need to, you know, be long-term and just dig in and just make this happen, because we are fantastic in what we want to create.
Derick, I leave the last word to you.
Gentlemen, thank you very much for your time tonight. It's always encouraging listening to it right from the horse's mouth. And in South Africa, just for interest's sake, George, we actually play Johan's speech, the little part of the speech where he addresses the media before every event on every night, before we go live. But this already reaches, we've got, just out of interest's sake, we've got people all the way from the Netherlands, from Kuwait, from the Arab Emirates. We've got people from London listening. There's people from Australia, even as far as Japan. I don't know what hour in the morning it is there already. But that's the level of commitment of the people that's signed in here. Not to mention the whole of Zimbabwe, South Africa, Namibia, everybody's online. And the business is absolutely booming, in my opinion. There is no business case like this. There never, ever will be. That's the magic of what's been put together here. And I think it's about everybody's resilience, like you guys are saying. We need to dig in, we need to dig hard, and we need to basically just carry on with our recruiting, forget the negative press. Like you say, Johan, eventually they will come over to us, and once they understand how the business works. What I would love to see in a couple of weeks or months from now is the CEOs of the companies who've already come on board, like Life Trends and also the Safer application from Panic in the UK, to interview those guys and maybe something for the next event so that they can tell the world what has happened to their businesses since Crowd1 started doing the marketing. Because at the moment, I don't think those guys can sleep. The IT guys are running around. They don't know what's hit them with the amount of members signing up. And ultimately, that's what matters. It's nice getting bonuses. It's very nice earning a lot of money from them. But that's not the crux of our business. The crux of our business is if we cannot get people to engage in games, to engage in traveling, to engage in the security and the emergency solutions so far, then we're actually missing the boat as a marketing company for those companies. And ultimately, that is what will transpire. And if these companies' profits go through the roof, need we say anything more? The companies will start queuing up for Crowd1 to take their products to the market if that's the kind of results we can deliver, and that's all that matters.
Exactly. You're totally right.
Thank
so
you,
let's
gents.
make this happen. Just work
Thank you.
hard.
We're certainly
do
there. We're a huge part of your business for most of us in South Africa. Unfortunately, because we've got a double whammy. We've got firstly the COVID issues to deal with like everybody else. But not sure if you guys are always aware, South Africa has gone into a junk status from a financial perspective, and that's a second wave waiting to hit this country and literally crush us. Companies are closing down left, right, and center everywhere. Our country is in a disaster, financially speaking, but most people sadly haven't woken up to that effect. So where Crowd1 started as a plan B for a lot of companies, it's actually now the plan A. There is no other plan. This is it, guys. We're in it for the long run. But I tell you what, it's an absolute pleasure and a privilege to work with you guys. And from our side in South Africa, just keep on doing what you're doing. You're doing a fantastic job. There is no other company like this. Just from also to know that you have our backing with everything you do. Just carry on doing what you're doing. It's a fantastic job. Thanks also to George and them for bringing this business to Africa. If it wasn't for you, George, you wouldn't be speaking to me tonight. You know my personal story. I don't need to elaborate here, but let me tell you what. This business is the future for the whole bunch of us down here. Thank you very much, guys. I appreciate your time, especially this time of the evening after a long day. Thank you very much.
Thank you all very much.
Thank you very much.
Bye-bye.
Thank you, guys.
Bye. Bye.
You guys can sign off. I'm going to carry on with the presentation just to wrap up. Thank you very much. So, folks, that was George and Johan. Came on board and also obviously just shared a couple of their inspirational stuff with us. So just if you please can bear with me, I just want to finish up quickly. So it's getting a bit long tonight, but I just want to finish 2 or 3 slides. So you've heard from the CEO. Guys, the CEO is not going anywhere. He's not doing anything illegal. His personal words to me last year on the launch cruise, I will not be locked up for anybody. And by that, he meant that they will do things by the book, even if it takes longer than normal. But the point is they will do it. Now, that's why I play those little videos before we start every night, to try and share with you the experiences I personally have had up until now with Crowd1. We were fortunate enough to be on the launch cruise. I met these guys physically, looked them in the eye. We had our own private sessions with them. I met the whole board for the second time when South Africa's office opened up, the local office in Sandton, at the event in Gallagher Estate. We met them for the third time at the event in Durban during the ICC first birthday party bash. We would have met them for the 4th time on the boat, the second cruise, but obviously that's purely been postponed until the ships can sail, can sail again. And we also would have met them on the 27th of June at Soccer City, which would have been South Africa's first outdoor stadium annual company event. No other company has done an outdoor stadium in South Africa, or I think in any other country in the world ever. That has simply changed to online events. So on the 15th of August will be the 4th online event and the 2nd recognition event. Guys, South Africa has been running in the top 5 or 8 positions every single recognition event from when this business started. Don't disappoint now. We're ahead of the pack. Let's keep ahead as long as we can, because China, India, and the big countries are coming. But the point is, we are still ahead. Let's keep it that way. This business, through all of these income streams, not just the 5 new member bonuses, but all of these income streams can change your life, your microeconomy, in my opinion, this country's economy, and ultimately the whole of Africa's economy. Because where else can you and I tap into $1 trillion US gaming market, tap into an $8 trillion traveling market? There are close to 2 million South Africans, in fact. When they said we're 1 million, they forgot that 1 million people got a freebie package each. So we're close to 2 million South Africans that are generating an income from Crowd1 in a year. I should change this to 12 months now. Folks, no other country, no government, no industry has ever created 2 million jobs in a year in any country. We have done it. Not we will do it. We have done it. Tick. Now, our potential market is 5 billion smartphones in the world, and that was already in 2018. You guys with those smartphones, every one of you with a phone, contributed to this number. In 2018, the total applications downloaded exceeded 194 billion applications for the year. And out of those 5 billion phones, over 2 billion engages in gaming every single day. You and I can get, firstly, handsome rewards from signing up new members that could potentially participate in all of these applications and games and software. But not only do we have that income stream, you can buy the training packages in bulk and sell them on. Just like your local Pakistani airtime guy, he buys the airtime in bulk from the network and he sells it on to you and me at a retail price. Tick, extra income stream. Then the amount of rewards that we have, they grow in value, guys. One of these days you can start trading them. On top of that, they determine your quarterly dividend profit payouts on top of your monthly payouts. And just now they've introduced your personal usage bonuses, as well as sales bonuses. And I must fix this. That's not BOBUS, it's bonus. But if you and I can earn a euro income that's close to the 20 Rand mark purely from an exchange rate perspective, in 100% mobile business, with an official relationship with Google and Apple, no one else has got that. And we can tap from all of these income streams, an income that makes your mind blow. Now, very interesting. Since Crowd1 has gone back to Alexa and to Business for Home, and they've explained how the business actually works, because even they didn't know how we made our money. They all thought we're making money from signing up people, like everybody else assuming we're doing in this business. Guys, that's not where the money comes from. Now that they understand, Crowd1 has gone to #1 in both these rankings. Look at some of the companies below us. These acts have been around forever, but they're going nowhere. It's not to criticize the companies. Their products are brilliant. But as a company, the best business case is ours, because the point is we are a neutral system that can be used by any company with any product. We're not related to a single layer of products like most of these companies do, maybe 2 or 3 for some of them. Now, if you ask me tonight, what's the single biggest reason? It's nice getting euros to rands, that I'll admit any day. But let me tell you what, out of all the ships that have left the harbor, all the opportunity ships, those ships were called Facebook, Instagram, WhatsApp, YouTube, Bitcoin, you name it. Sadly, no South African that I know of got into those ships. and the opportunity left without us. But the Crowd1 ship is still moored in the harbor because this report was released on the 1st of December last year. Johan Staël van Holstein plans to IPO, initial public offer, Crowd1 at $1 billion valuation on the stock exchange. That's why ICT is taking time to come on board, and that's why ICT is taking over Crowd1 step by step. It wasn't as quick and fast as they anticipated. There's obviously a lot of compliance, but this leaves the ship in the harbor, the opportunity ship for you and me to get our friends and our families on this damn boat before it leaves the harbor like everybody else. Because knowing what you know today, do you think Mark Zuckerberg's 4 college roommates are sorry that they never joined Facebook and they saw it right in the beginning? They were his roommates, for Pete's sake. You see, sorry comes too late. The opportunity, once it passes you, it's gone. This opportunity is still there for the taking. Get on with it, guys. Get your friends and family into this thing. That was the launch event at Gallagher Estate. 7,000 people broke the doors down physically to get into the hall. I've never seen that in my 20 years of exhibiting at Gallagher Estate. This was Durban's ICC in January. The people were hot and sweaty because Eskom had a load shed like tonight. Half the people can't listen because they can't get in. So thank goodness we're recording it, because the aircons weren't working. But there were probably 12,000 people sitting here. This was the launch cruise last year where we met everybody personally. Guys, they keep showing up. You've just spoken to the CEO yourself. What more do you want? He's not running away with your cash. They can't run away anymore because we're in more than 200 countries. Where the hell are they going to stay with your cash? In Antarctica? Come on, Alex. Come on. That's the Crowd1 office in Sandton. That's the Chief of Africa. His name is Jonathan. That's him over there. Peter Jacobson does the training. Jan Frostner runs Asia Pacific region. Kenny Nordland does some of the multi-level marketing trainings. Johan Westerdahl is very important because he pays us. I'm going to try and get him on this channel, but you guys need to subscribe. The only thing they look at is how many subscribers do we have. I see we've just gone over 6,000 subscribers. Thank you very much to those of you who did subscribe. But if you haven't hit the subscribe button yet, please do it, because we want these guys to tell your prospects and your new people how the payments are working, just like you heard from the CEO tonight. That's called belief, guys. Believe me, they are very stupid if they want to steal our money to keep showing their faces to the world. They're not running anywhere. Low, one of our guys said it very well this morning. They keep showing up. Have you ever seen the owner or the starter of a pyramid or a Ponzi? Never. He doesn't want to show you his face. He always promises you he's going to come in the bottom again with the money, but he never does once you've paid your money. Guys, Jens is the technical guy. Believe me, this man is going grey faster than me, because I appreciate what happens in hardware and software behind the scenes to make it work. Now, if our system keeps on being updated, we are 7.5 million people hitting this system probably 40 times a day to see what's happened. They are interfacing into 200 countries' banking systems, into Bitcoin, into Ethereum. The hackers haven't got in yet, and it's 1.5 years, and the system hasn't buckled once after multiple updates. Swerker is the guy with his team that gets all the companies on board, like the companies that have just launched. All the people that you see here, guys, this is old news. Every one of the people on this screen bought these cars before Christmas last year out of Crowd1 income. There's not one car here that's being paid off. It's all cash, guys. But when you buy 2 of them, when you buy 2 of these babies, or 2 of those, that's even more insane. Or 2 of these, plus your Olympic-sized swimming pool in your new house. What I really appreciate about this guy is there's his Crowd1 banner in his garden, and there's his Feel Go Mixter banner. He probably gives presentations on the lawn here. I don't know, but whatever it does, it's working. This girl, 18 years old, fresh out of school, 4 months, she bought a car after making her first 2 million. Her mom was in for 6 months. She's made 12 million. Guys, if you are not making something right now with your Crowd1 business, you need to address it. You've already made a decision to be in this thing. If it's not working, talk to your upline. Talk to whoever you need to talk to. Get all the guidance you need to get. But if these people in our teams, that's the lady that put me in the business. If these people in our teams, these people are in our teams, this is my own sons. That's their friends. That's people in our team. People in our team. This man, an Uber driver, now owns a fleet of trucks with his house and his Uber car still. Folks, if this is working for everybody, normal people, it can work for you and me as well. Everyone you see on the screen, I call this the Wall of Presidents. These are South Africans, Kenyans, South Americans, Filipinos, Mexicans, North of Africa, I'm not sure which countries, Vietnam, the Caribbean, Sweden. Everybody from all these countries have reached president level or higher. And there's old Simon. Sorry, Simon, like Pat Malone on your own. We need to fill up this page, guys. Simon is from Nigeria. I met him with Sophia just before the lockdown, and we did some presentations there. The question is, if they can do it, why can't you? I want to put your photos up here. Put your heads down, start focusing. The company's not going anywhere. Let's put the soothsayers and the naysayers in their place. There's only one way to do that, and that's with results. I really appreciate your time. Guys, by using formats like our channel, you don't even have to talk. You just need to send people invitations and get them to listen here. Tomorrow you follow up with them. What do you think of this business? Can we go or not? Every night we mix it up a little bit. One night is a bit, let's say, more on the theoretical side to show you the markets, the sizes, etc. The next night we focus on the system, and so we go on. Every now and again we mix it up with a bit of testimonials, and like tonight we've had a guest speaker or two on. Now, guys, when George saw this business, he was immediately attracted. When George introduced my upline called Hanley, she was immediately attracted. Hanley didn't even finish her speech. There were no presentations in those days. But the concept of what Crowd1 put together here, halfway through her speech, I told her to please stop talking. I'm in. There was only one problem. I didn't have the cash. Today, this is my prime source of income. And I tell you what, this business, we have not even dusted off yet. For Pete's sake, only the first 2 apps are active. And you can already see the money this thing is generating. Wait till we 50 million, 100 million people in Crowd1 with hundreds, if not thousands of companies on board. Because that's going to happen with or without you, your skeptical cousin, your uncle that's the financial guru in the family or not, or whatever countries allow this or not. It's happening anyway. You are either in for the ride or you're not. For the first time listeners, the people purely need your full names and surname, your street address and your email address, your telephone number and your date of birth to get you signed in and signed up. Understanding everything tonight. There's too much, guys. You haven't even seen the system yet. But Richard Branson says, if you see something that takes your appeal, that you like, get in. You'll sort out the nitty-gritty as you go along. Get into this business while it's still affordable. I tell you what, our financial scenario is not your playmate, and it's getting worse by the day. My name is Derick. See you tomorrow night, 6:45, same place. Thank you, guys.